Joining me now via live satellite from New York is Sloane Copeland, who is the creator and director of the brand new sitcom or series From Date to Mate, which is all about Jewish dating in New York. So Sloane, what was your inspiration to do a Jewish mockumentary dating show?
Well, actually, I had started editing for Shalom TV for a little while now, and I was presented with the option to do this show basically because I did a feature film called Unreal that was very similar to the style of this show. With doing a low-budget type film or TV show, I knew that reality was kind of the area that we were going to have to go with, just because we didn't have enough to do a true production as far as scripted show. But with the reality genre, I was able to, what I did with Unreal, it was a mockumentary, and where I could really dictate the story and characters and plot lines and all that, and make it interesting, where if I was doing a true reality show, I would feel that I would have to really manipulate what was being given to me. So with my experience doing a feature film, the executive producer and president of Shalom TV, Mark Golub, offered me the opportunity to do this show, and I just basically took a premise of singles in the city, and the fact that I'm working for a Jewish television station brought in the aspect also of them being Jewish.
Right, so you're scripting the show, and so basically, in essence, you're playing God. How does that make you feel?
It's funny you said that. It reminds me of a line from the Truman Show. I guess it feels good. I'm glad that people so far have been able to really relate to what's going on in the story. And as far as the reality nature of it, I'm happy that people are buying that it is a true reality show. But I think also it's more enjoyable knowing that it is scripted. So as long as people are watching it and enjoying it, if they think it's real or not, I'm happy either way.
Right, and with 1.4 million Jews living in New York, is it really like that difficult and tough to find a Jewish partner or match? And how are you feeling about this new dating world?
I guess it depends. Certain people are pretty much surrounded. It depends on your circle of friends and acquaintances, because certain people, that's all they know. That's the world that they're surrounded by, is the Jewish world. And it's not as hard to meet somebody that is of the Jewish persuasion. Mm-hmm. But there are also other people that don't really run in those same circles and are a little less tuned in to being a part of a Jewish community the way that some other people are. So I've never found it to be that hard to meet somebody that you're searching for, but I think with the online dating sites like JMatch and JDate and what have you, that makes it that much easier. And of course, you have the typical Jewish mothers and aunts that are always willing to set you up with their daughter or son. So I feel like if you want to find it, you can find it. But sometimes, if there's a little additional help, it's a good thing.
Right, it could never do harm. And Sloane, tell us, is it true that even non-Jews go onto J sites such as JMate to find themselves a Jewish boyfriend or girlfriend?
Absolutely, yes. On JDate, I've heard as many people say that they haven't been Jewish that are looking for a Jewish person. So I don't know what that says about either side, but yeah, no, I think that there are a lot of non-Jews that are looking for Jews or have had good experiences with Jewish people and like the values and maybe traditions that they know are going to be kind of built in when they date somebody like that. And maybe some other people just are willing to kind of experiment and don't mind or don't care what the religious background of their potential mate is.
Right, and let's talk more about the show. What is the production like in New York City?
What's it like? It's a lot of fun. The great thing about shooting in New York City is that you have so much kind of built-in production value. So if you shoot on the street, if you're shooting in kind of like middle America, you're not going to get the skyscrapers and the lights that you would shooting on pretty much any typical street in New York City. So that's always nice. And usually there is a lot of restaurants and locations, because that's another issue, and that's really the toughest thing sometimes to find is locations, because again, we're a very low budget film or a TV show, and getting favors and being allowed to shoot in certain locations without a fee is very nice, and I think New York is really hospitable as far as that goes.
And the actors and actresses, is there any cattiness going on the set of the show?
No, actually, I don't think there's any cattiness. Our lead four have been a pleasure to work with, and I actually have a couple of them with me, and I'm going to bring them in here so you can kind of ask them a couple more questions as far as any cattiness or anything like that goes.
So joining me now is Dylan Pinto, who plays Justin, and Jessica Pierre-Vicente, who plays Brett. Hi guys, thanks for joining us. So the same question that I asked Sloane, is there any cattiness on the set of the show?
Not too much. Not too much. We're fairly professional actors or actresses, and we actually like each other very much. We all get along, actually, famously, I'd say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we always have a lot of fun. You know, it's good to go out and we get free meals out of it. You know, and it's good because we just have a fun time on set. You know, everyone's friendly.
Yeah.
Nice. And either of you looking for love in real life?
We both have significant others at the time. We both almost, I think, live. I think, right? Do you live with yours?
No, well, I mean, it's you know, might be going that way soon, but
yeah.
No, I have a girlfriend here in New York, you know, and but I was before, you know, and I know kind of, I feel for Justin and I feel for the character of his search for it because it can get overwhelming in New York City.
Completely overwhelming, yeah. And that's where the online part comes in. I think that more and more people are searching online, and it's at first embarrassing, and then you sort of realize that everybody's doing it, and it's not that weird.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. And since both of you have significant others, is it awkward to be making out with, you know, someone else on
I mean,
screen?
my girlfriend didn't really like it too much, you know, but she's an actor as well, so it's, you know, we know that it's the character, you know, and it's...
So it can be awkward, but I mean, I haven't experienced that just yet. I kind of pushed my kiss away. I wasn't ready for it, or Brett wasn't ready for it. Yeah.
Of the pack, right?
So.
That's right. I remember you didn't let him have that last night kiss. Justin, you were dating a non-Jew, a shiksa as we call it in the show. Do you identify with that?
Well, my girlfriend right now is Jewish, but I have definitely dated non-Jews as well. You know, for Justin, the character, it's not really a big deal in his life. You know, I think in his life, you know, he has dated a lot of shiksas, but is now moving towards dating a Jewish girl. You know, it's important to his mother, obviously, and I think it's become more and more important in his life, and it's a good opportunity for him to explore his heritage some more.
Great. And Jessica, is it really tough for a young Jewish woman in Manhattan to find love?
I'm actually not Jewish. I don't know, my last name I think gives it away. My last name is Pierre-Vicente, so I am Italian, but my boyfriend is Jewish. His family has sort of accepted me as one of the tribe, as we say in the show, actually. Yeah, so I am flattered.
Fantastic. And you guys being recognized on the street yet? Are you celebrities in the Jewish world?
Not much. Maybe on Facebook a little bit, but
yeah.
Not on the street yet.
Some notoriety on Facebook.
Definitely. Yeah. A lot of people are watching it through online. You know,
people are online, and a little bit in the neighborhood with some people that I work with, and the word has gotten out, and so people at work have come up to me. But other than that,
and I mean, you are somebody on my campus in Israel, believe me. And for our last question, are there any surprises coming up with your characters in the future on the show?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I guess you're gonna have to keep watching to figure it out, but
definitely, there's gonna be a lot. So you should definitely tune in. We don't actually know too much. Yeah, we only know bits and pieces, but from what we've heard, we're actually very excited to film it. So hopefully we'll be able to do it justice.
Well, that sounds very exciting, and good luck. And thank you for joining us. And that's from Date to Mate on Shalom TV. And everyone watch it because you just might fall in love.